This is What If Naruto Was a Werewolf Part 2. No, this is Part 3. I'm sorry. So, let's get started. As after finishing off everyone, they're all dead. Every last one of those thugs. They're all gone. Cut down. Like the simple nuisances in the way of something a lot mightier. The beast that they saw was different. Sakura was horrified seeing this sort of animal. She saw Naruto for 1 second. And after he went off with Kakashi, then she saw this thing. But she was worried about her teammate. Where was Naruto? Where did he go? But then this creature just popped out of nowhere. She couldn't explain why, but it scared her. But with Kakashi's eyes would widen seeing this. Along with Zabuza looking, wondering, saying one thing. What is the brat? What the hell is the brat? There's only one thing that I can put down for this. I thought he was just a Jinchuriki. Kakashi would turn towards Zabuza and say, how did you? Let's be honest. As he simply turned towards Kakashi, the look in his eyes. When I saw it only in Haku, someone who felt pain knows pain. In the way that chakra felt. Only a being like the Kyuubi no Yoko exists. And not long, your village was attacked 13 years ago. So the fourth had to see inside of somebody. And what I heard is no other being unlike the Uzumaki clan can take the Nine Tails. And if I remember correctly, the boy said his name was Naruto Uzumaki, which makes him an Uzumaki. Only a Uzumaki can hold the Nine Tails. As Zabuza turns towards Kakashi. But this is nothing like the Nine Tails. Tails looking with the sword towards the beast. What the hell is he? He's my student. That's what he is. I was solving myself. Kakashi started to slowly walk towards the former blonde-like beast. As the wolf's ears would twitch, as the beast would continue to growl. Still on all fours, simply looking towards Gato. The man was far enough, after seeing all of his goons cut down. Gato was shivering. What was this kid? This freak? That's not supposed to happen. His men were supposed to just tear them all down. But then this freak of nature, this kid, transformed and changed. And now he cut them all down like toys. And now he's looking through the boy's eyes. All he sees is animalistic rage. It's terrifying. All there is bloodlust, hatred. And hatred. Nothing else. Simply Naruto simply started to walk slowly on all fours, getting closer to the short, stubby man. No. Stay back. And pulling out a small skewer like sword within the cane. I'll stab you. I'll kill you. Stay back. The beast continued to growl in a low tone. Continued to make its way forward. No. Back. You vile monster. Looking around to see what he can use. Seeing Zabuza. Zabuza, save me! Zabuza looked towards Gato, simply saying, why should I save you? If I remember correctly, you said that you hoped that I was gonna get killed on this mission. Shit. As his eyes would narrow, and you wouldn't even pay me at all, remember? I'll pay you double, quadruple, fortunes. I'll give you anything you want. You want jutsus? You want money, women. I can give you any of that. Please, just save me. You'll get enough money to do whatever you need to do. Come on. We're business partners. I'll pay you double. Only pay I want to see. As pointing towards the wolf is that thing tearing to your flesh. As the wolf would stop moving for a second, as Gato look, eyes were wide and horrified. As before he knew it, he turned toward the wolf and saw right in front of his face, jaws open wide. No! No! As the wolf would jump on him, started to maul him, he would quickly stab his cane-like spear into the wolf's side, penetrating and going through the arm. The beast would howl. After howling out, as God started to run, he would have been clawed up. He felt it, the pain started to burn. The beast would roar, screaming out in agony. As turning towards seeing Gato run, the growl that came out of his mouth, the rage that it felt, as before it knew it, it started summoning some sort of energy, a pale glow. Silvers like pale glows to glow from his body. The silvers like pale glows have blue tints of edges on the side. As the palish blues glow will continue, as it'll get brighter and brighter, as the wolf pull out the cane-like sword, as it will pull it out, as the hole will still be there, seeing the large mini-sized hole, 4-inch hole, I'll simply just start to heat right in front of their eyes. The beast will start to summon chakra, opening its mouth, as summoning the bits of the nine-tails chakra that was still remaining in its coils, in Naruto's coils, along with Naruto's chakra, using one of the five natures, fire, that it had on command right now. The others were still quite an unknown to the wolf. Fire was easy, and there's one thing in the blonde's mind that was still processed before, come to Gato. The blonde was going to use the fire juices before he shifted, so the fire chakra nature was in the blonde's body was useful. Combining it with the fox's chakra, as the beast would open its mouth wide enough to see rows of teeth, fang-like teeth, as sparks of fire spark in its mouth. A few sparks turn into a flame, as the flames start to grow bigger in about the back of the wolf's throat, as even without knowing, red mist steam particles, red whiffs of chakra start to expand through the air. As this would continue, the red wisps of chakra would start to swirl to the wolf's mouth, as it would take up a red crimson glow, as the red fireball was to emanate with power, as the fire nature changed color from a regular reddish orangish flame to a bluish flame, without knowing, generating wind chakra, making the fire a lot more hotter, as the wind nature was to emanate around, winds to pick up, as the ball of flames would start to become a lot hotter. Kakashi could feel the heat, Zabuza could feel it. The whole of Wave could probably feel it. The heat was getting hotter. Gato started to sweat. He would start to sweat, wondering what was going on, turning to see that thing, a glow from its mouth. It was bright blue. As the beast would close its mouth, as the bright blue color would get even brighter, as it would shine, as the blue glow would become like a lantern. As opening its mouth, a shockwave would explode, a flame. Shockwave of flame would explode, as a blue beam would launch towards Gato. The blue beam, as it would start to get closer, it would be thin, and it would start to expand, getting bigger. As seeing this, Gato started to scream, "No, this can't be happening! Please, I beg of you!" As being consumed by the beam. As whatever the curse started to fill the man's body, moving him a bit faster than usual, but The curse is just starting to affect him now, but now being consumed by the flames, by the beam itself. As this would happen, the beam would continue to make its way forward, passing the bridge into the by forest, and tearing trees, roots, vegetation, killing animals out there. As it would continue making its way forward into the horizon beyond. After another few seconds, the beam would die down, as all that would be left of energy particles, chakra whiffs and chakra particles. As the wolf would look, sniffing the air for it's that stench that enraged it, finding it gone. Simply as the beast would stand up on on two legs and howl to the sky, as the howl would be loud, prideful, and arrogant, as it stopped its howl and sniffed the air one more time, double checking. It's dead. Kakashi would step forward, its ear to twitch, turning its head, growling towards Kakashi. Naruto. It's me, your sensei. I'm not a threat. Growling, seeing the so-called shinobi would put it on edge, knowing that it was still something. Relax. I'm no threat. I just want to help you. And seeing the wolf's large tail as it would thrash about back and forth in a very hypnotic way, but it'll still be in some so rapid, violent. The fur on the wolf's body would stand up forward, stand up straight. The growl that came from its mouth was very animalistic and demonic. The beast's growl would glow as a glow in the eyes would say it all. Kakashi was a threat. A threat that needed to be neutralized. Kakashi, she remembered one thing. Pulling out a paper and looking at it, I had a kanji for seal. He only had one chance, one shot at this. The wolf was already on edge. One shot, one chance. He had to make it count. So he's generating as much chocolate as he can into his legs, and making sure that Naruto would only see an after image. As he would disappear, as an after image would be in Kakashi's place, the wolf would pause, looking at the after image until it realized he's gone. As looking around, his head would return around, looking quickly, stopping to hear sound. Turning towards Kakashi, seeing him right there. The wolf will bring up his claws to swipe, but Kakashi already placed the seal upon his head as it would glow brightly. A great eminent lunar silver-like glow would emanate as the beast would scroll back as a howl-like wail would come from the creature's mouth as it would start to wail as its form would start to shift. The red-like physics would emanate as it would go to shrink smaller. As it shrinks smaller, all that was remaining was the blonde. But one thing was there. His jumpsuit was completely torn apart. As one thing that was still remaining on him was his lower pants, but somehow still hanging on to dear life to the blonde's body, but collapsing, unconscious. Kakashi sighed in relief, seeing that it worked. But looking at the seal, the paper, the tags, it was completely burned up, gone. So whatever that was, he got to give it to the Hokage. Looking at it, the blonde's features would be the same. Nothing's different. Picking at the blonde, saying, "You're free now," as Kakashi said simply. "You can go wherever you want. But just know, if you're still a threat, even though I might have low chakra, I'll still kill you no matter what." I'm not a threat to you, Kachiyake, as Officer said simply. I'm gonna head back to my village. I got a little letter not long ago. I think it's about time I start to head back home with Haku. Let's pick up the girl gently. We'll be seeing you later. Hatate Kakashi the Sharingan. I see one hand sign disappearing as mist to cover for the man, as after it dispersed, he vanished. Kakashi would sigh as Sakura would walk up simply with Sasuke now awake. Seeing that Sasuke was alive, finding it, are you alright? Kakashi said, I'm fine. What was that? What happened? Nothing. As Sakura would want to open her mouth, but a look from Kakashi told her not. Sakura, we need to talk later. And they would head back to Zuna to rest up. Not long after putting Sasuke and Naruto to sleep, Kakashi would pull away his one remaining student that was actually conscious. Alright, number one. Before I tell you any of this, do not tell Sasuke this at all. Nor Naruto. Both of them don't need to know about this at all. Especially Naruto, what he's become. And this will be an S-rank secret between us and Hokage. But Kakashi Sensei, you can't give S-rank secrets. As the joining leader of this Team 7, I can give S-rank secrets. And it's permitted by the Hokage himself. Sakura, what I need you to do is not tell anyone. I mean anyone about this, what you saw Naruto, no matter what. I don't want you to tell anyone, not your parents, friends, allies, no one should know. Because if you tell one person, you'll be killed. Sakura's so shocked to hear this as it's an S-rank secret. And your punishment will be death. Got that? Sakura would nod as simply understanding. Good. As Kakashi said, we'll do the remaining of the bridge along to Zuna. Once they're all up, we'll head out back to the leaf. Got it? As she would nod. Alright. As Kakashi would leaving the Konoichi to her own thoughts. Not tell anyone? But what I saw, I can never get out of my mind. What Naruto has become. What that thing was in his place. She was now officially scared of Naruto. Not who he is, but what he could become. Especially that creature that took his place. She followed her sensei back. And not long, the bridge was finally completed. As all of Team 7 would look out to see Wave finally recovering. Slowly, but it was recovering. The blonde would look over, seeing everything so perfect. The blonde would smile, seeing this, as simply wondering, so, we're gonna head back to Leaf? Yep, Kachi said simply, turning around. Let's go. The blonde would nod as be waiting to the villagers. As Team 7 would leave back to Konoha. After Zeno would simply say, that kid, he saved all of us. Yes, one villager said, well, what shall name the bridge? As Inario would look, I was looking at the blonde's back. How about the great Naruto Bridge? Tsutomu smiled, seeing this. You know, Inari, that fits. That fits very good, kiddo. As brushing the boy's hair, as seeing the shinobi retreat back to the forest. As the shinobi would continue to walk, the blonde stopped and turned. As said, I need to take a you know, relieve myself, the blonde says. Kakashi would look as understanding what the blonde meant, giving me the okay, as they would wait. As the blonde would go, relieve himself from his current predicament. After relieving himself, he would stop, turning around to see a tree. Walking to the tree is filling the tree out. Something was off about this tree. Touching it as setting chakra to the tree immediately. It glowed. A pale glow, but a kanji appeared for wolf. It attracted him. Putting the chakra into the kanji is it would crack. So the blonde just thought, what the hell? Smashing his fists into the wood as pulling something out. A scroll. I look at the scroll as simply shrugging it off. As now walking back to Team 7. I'm done. As the blonde would put the scroll in his pouch, Kashi would nod as they'll head back to Konoha. After a few days of walking, finally back in the Leaf Village. Home. Alright, first, Hokage's office, and after that, you only get a few days of rest. Got it? As Kashi's been told his team, they'll nod. As immediately they would head to the office to give the Hokage the report. Hiruzen would find it troublesome using one of the Nara's signature words. So you went on a heroic mission with a team of fresh Gennings, didn't bother to call backup, and proceeded to fight the Demon of the Mist, Zabuza Mochi. You're lucky, Kakashi, as Hiruzen said simply. You're in my good graces for now. But if you ever do that again, I want you to call for backup. Got it? Yes, Hokage-sama, as Kakashi was supposed to say. Alright. Everyone can be excused except for Naruto and Kakashi. You stay here. As Sasuke were wondering what's going on, simply just giving his normal response. As turning around and leaving, Sakura would walk following Sasuke, but turning back to see Naruto. As the blonde was keen to speak of Kakashi, as she would still be afraid of what Naruto became. Closing the door as Hiruzen would put a silence barrier, simply looking towards Kakashi. He sent me noticed about another particular site. Explain. Yes. Naruto has a few different features. Huh? The blonde says. Different features? What do you mean? They look the same. There's something that I didn't tell you, Naruto, after you blacked out. You know how I said that you defeated all Gado's goons, right? Yeah. I don't know how, because I don't remember a single thing, but hey, I found it badass. As the blonde said simply, well, as Kakashi used to say, you transformed. I transformed? The blonde paused as letting it sink in. Kakashi-sensei, what did I transform into? The beast, asked Kakashi-sensei. The blonde's eyes widened here. The beast? Stopping as only wrapping his mind on one thing. I transformed to the Kyuubi? No. You did not transform to the Kyuubi. Nothing like that. Because if you did, Nothing would remain of wave if you did. Then what did I transform into? Come on, just explain to me. Naruto, you transform into a wolf. A wolf? As Sublime would pause, letting this sink into his mind. I simply remember the scroll that he got a few days ago from that tree, pulling it out, as looking at it, as Kakashi would look at the scroll, seeing it. Where'd you get that? I didn't see it on your hand. Didn't see it before you left the wave. I got it when we were on the way back to the village when I went to go take my relieving piss. As Sublime says, I found a tree that had a genjutsu over it, so I sent my chakra to it. I found a kanji for wolf. I sent chakra to the kanji and, well, the tree basically broke down. So I just smashed my fist into the tree and just found the scroll. Did you open it? Kakashi said simply, mm-mm. The blonde wouldn't say no. Not only no, as Ruzo would simply say, Naruto, as saying one thing, opened the scroll. The blonde was pensive, saying, you sure? It's from your Hokage, Naruto, as Ruzo would simply say. The blonde would try to open the scroll, but finding nothing to work. Chakra, trying to open it regularly. But he decided to bite his thumb as smearing blood across the scroll. It would glow, the scroll would glow for kanji of wolf. As the scroll would unravel, the blind would unravel the scroll, looking at it. Sublime would read out loud. This is the stage of the mighty curse of lycanthropy? Kakashi pulled the scroll out of the blonde's hand, as looking at the scroll, saying, this is the mighty curse of lycanthropy, Naruto. It's a curse that was as old as the Bijus themselves. This curse was born from a legend that said of a man transforming to a beast like wolf. Also, the legends call this the werewolf of legend. A man that transformed into a wolf at a full moon. Every full moon, the man would transform into this horrendous wolf-like beast and kill everything around him. There are 6 stages. As Hiruzen would look at the blonde, simply Kakashi would start to say the first stage is heightened senses. Increase in strength, speed, sight, hearing, touch, and taste, and smell. Naruto, Kakashi said simply, do you notice these things? Yeah, I told old man Hokage about this a while ago. Hiruzen would say, go on. The second stage is another boost. Heightened reflexes, sharpened claws, elongated canines, and pure eyesight. But that's only the first part of the second stage. The second part of the stage is a full transformation to the wolf form. A semi-transformation. The vessel transforms into a small, medium-sized wolf. This wolf is not the strongest of the lycanthropy curse. This is known as the beta, or the weakest. As time would go on, this transformation would get stronger as go on. Also, another fact of it is this curse eats chakra. This curse would eat the chakra of the vessel, converting it into its essence, and making the hosts a lot more powerful, but also losing their basic take 5 humanity senses and turn them into more of a beast-like state. Eventually, when states, most of the senses are consumed, all that's left is a wild animal of the vessel, along with the mind being completely consumed. The third stage is height, its extraterrestrial abilities, like the mini plasma cannon. What's that? I caught you took this to breathe out. The mini plasma cannon is a very powerful long-range attack. The plasma cannon is known as one of the most powerful transmissions of this werewolf law, the curse of lycanthropy. It is also known to be shown as a powerful red beam of pure chakra. This is also similar to the mighty powers of the Biju, and one of the Biju's main known attacks of the Bijudama, the tail beast bomb. A variation of it, as Kakashi was stopped reading and looking towards the Hokage. Kakashi, as Hiroshima used to say, did Naruto use this plasma cannon? To what I can say, yes, at first when he started using the first time around, it glowed a bright orange like red color, but it changed to a very bright blue. As Kakashi would unravel the scroll, looking at look, each of the curse affects someone differently. A regular villager or person would be a normal werewolf. Someone who could compete with a shinobi. Someone who could compete with at least mid to high genin in their first stage. In the final stage of the lycanthropy curse, they can compete with low to mid tuning and strength. But those who are bitten by the past, bitten or transformed, and those who are shinobi who are bitten, will feature stages of differently. Because shinobi are meant to be weapons and warriors of old, this will cause them to be different, making their 5 senses a lot stronger than how a villager or a normal person would see things. Because they have access to their chakra, this would increase this process by tenfold. Because the curse would usually consume the chakra over time. Kakashi will stop and look at the Hokage once more. We have to find a cure. As Kakashi simply says, first we read upon what this curse can actually do. Then we find a cure. Kakashi simply look back to the scroll saying, if this happens, this will highly concur to one thing. The wolf will become a lot more stronger. Over time, if this is affected, the wolf will be at first transformation, it would be high, mid-high to low, getting at strength. In the final form, this will be high jonin to high anbu level. But there's also one thing that the curse also consumes. As Kakachi's eyes would widen, if the host is a Jinjuriki of one of the 9 Bijus, this would be known as a death sentence for the host. The blonde will start to freak out as he would continue to hear this sentence and all these words. One thing only crossed his mind. He's losing his sanity? Kakashi would simply read, if the host is a Jinjuriki, this would very much consume most of the chakra of the host. And if the virus makes contact with the demonic power of the Biju themselves, this will utterly consume the chakra of the demonic being, consuming it and making the virus a lot more powerful, along with speeding the process up 20 to 30 folds over. And this would shift the curse and adding more power to the curse as time would go on, making them more animalistic and making them more demonic in features. Some have taken different stages. One of the main abilities is the plasma cannon. The plasma cannon will change colors for one thing. Human chakra will be red for the plasma cannon when it release. Divine chakra or demonic chakra would be at least purple or black. If the chakra is blue, this would make it get all 5 natures along with demonic chakra or divine chakra within it. The blonde would turn to Kakashi and simply say, I shot at a blue plasma cannon. Didn't I? You did, Kakashi says simply. But it also says that this is no longer called a plasma cannon, but called the atomic laser. More like an atomic breath, the blonde says simply. Kakashi will continue to read. Using this feature, this would also increase the wielder, or the Jinchuriki. The Jinchurikis can be affected by this, along with one thing being, the Jinchurikis have a weakness with their inner demon always conflicting with them. This gives a higher chance of the curse consuming both of the demon and the user. This can affect how this would run through the host's body, especially with one of the 9 Bijus. It has a highly effective chances of breaking the seal itself, breaking the seal of the Biju and freeing the Biju, or the curse merging the two into one, or the curse completely taking over for the body of the person earlier than expected. As Kashi would read the last sentence, one thing is for sure, the Jinchuriki of along with being a host of the Catholic virus is a death sentence to anyone. Jinchurikis have a harder time controlling their tenants, and the one thing that triggers this transformation is rage. And usually the Bijis will try to coax their host into power using their power and rage to free themselves from the Jinchuriki. This would also be a double-edged sword for the Bijis themselves because of the curse affecting rage. And this also can be consuming. As for a cure, there is no cure. No cure that's known about. The only cure that was ever said was given to an old rival to the wolf of Dracula, but has been long gotten to time. As Kakashi would stop reading, as Boron basically, why did you stop reading? Because there's nothing else. That's it. Kakashi just simply is dropping the scroll for the Hokage, as Hiruzen would take the scroll and read it over himself. And simply looking towards Naruto as saying, Naruto, you have a bigger burden upon your shoulders now. This is going to be an S-rank secret. The Sakura know about this, or Sasuke. Sasuke was knocked out during the battle by the Hunter Nin, but Sakura saw it all. Then she needs to have her mind stripped of this information. So you want to wipe her memory? Yes, as Hiruzen would simply say. But, as the blonde will say, that's not fair to her. She has the rights to Naruto, as Hiruzen would simply say. You could have killed her on the bridge. And when I first saw Team 7, she was very apprehensive of you. She wasn't trusting you at all one moment. She saw you as only one thing, a creature that's on the edge of its leash, not controlled. Her mind needs to be wiped from what she saw. No choice. And if she learns about it again, wipe it again, as Naruto would say. And also, what you need to do is not use your attendant's power as much, Naruto. This also speeds up the curse. No matter what, do not use the Kaibi's chakra unless you're in a life, and I mean a real life or death situation with an S-rank shinobi. No matter what, do not use the curse either. Do not activate the curse, because you will lose yourself to the curse. The more you use it, the more you lose your mind and you become an animal. This could be a benefit, Gigi. It's not a benefit. As Rusen says simply, you lose your mind to the curse. As your Hokage, I recommend you not to use it. And I order you to not use the Ninth Chakra nor this curse. This is an S-rank secret. Punishable by death if you tell anyone. As the two shinobi would nod, the blonde would understand where the old man was coming from. So the blonde said simply, they said there was a cure, right? They only said there was one in the past, Kakashi says simply. But now, it's probably lost of time. There's something about this Dracula. What's Dracula? As Hiruzen will simply cross his arms, saying one thing. I am not someone who knows about that much about Dracula. But I have a old student of mine who found the legends of Dracula and other mythical things interesting. Where I do remember the tale is Dracula is known as a vampire. What's a vampire? The boss says. It's another mystical creature, Kakashi says. Similar to what you are, Naruto, a werewolf. The exact opposite and known to be the ultimate rival to the wolf. And the only way that to counter a werewolf. They're known to be predators of each other. Predators of each other? What is this? So, are there any more out there? No one knows. You're the first werewolf that's been seen in centuries now. So, I'm alone in this, the blonde says. Helpless and I'm stuck. Oh man, I'm freaking out now. This is not fun. Naruto, we're gonna figure out a way to somehow stop the curse from completely consuming your mind. It's not like you can seal it away. It's in me. It's not it's not like the Nine Tails. The boss is simply, it's different. It's part of me, it's part of my body. What did I do? Don't use the power of the curse along with the wolf. Don't use the power of the wolf, nor the curse, neither, nor the fox's chakra. Got it? Until we can find a permanent way of stopping being from consuming you. Okay. Done deal, the blonde says. You're excused. And so Hiruzen put down the silence seal as the blonde would turn around and make his way back to the doors. The blonde was to say, I hope you find a cure soon. Because I don't want to lose myself. As the blonde opened the door leaving, as Hiruzen put back the silence seal as looking towards Kakashi. As Kakashi would wonder, Kage-sama? Kakashi, keep an eye on Naruto for me. I already understood that. And if you said that this curse reacts similar to the Biju's chakra when you place a counter seal on it. Yes, but I can only probably say it can suppress it for so long. what about Sensei? When is he coming back? He's coming back for the training exams. Uzu's been rebuilt for 13 years. And Naruto, will he be taken to his ancestral home? I originally agreed to him so he can go back to Uzu, sit with his family, but now that can't be done. Why not? We agreed upon sharing Naruto with the Leaf and with Uzu, but now Naruto must be a full shinobi from the Hidden Leaf. He must stay within the Hidden Leaf no matter what. I'm sorry. He'll be able to see his family again. And this curse problem cannot be infected. Whoever he bites or slashes gets the curse. We don't need anyone knowing about this curse. We don't need it multiplied to other people as well. So Kakashi, keep a good eye on him. If he transforms, I want you to immediately take him somewhere secluded and deal with the problem and make sure if he does lose himself, you have the order to kill him. Oh, Kage-sama, that's... I know it's Minato's son. But for his own good, if he does lose himself to the curse, or the fox itself, kill him. Yes, Okage-sama. Now I'll tell Jiraiya about this news. Or he already knows. Looking towards one side of the wall as Jiraiya would appear as uncloaking himself, as he'll look at his sensei saying one thing. You sure you want to do this, sensei? Because maybe we can use this as a benefit. Like a cow in a way. No, Jiraiya, it's too risky. Using the Ninth chakra is already risky enough now. And that training trip that you said to plan on dealing might not even be possible now. As Jiraiya was to say, he's going to need to learn how to control his tenant's power and his new tenant as well. Maybe the toads can help. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. As Herzu was to say, this can be a danger to the Leaf, but also can be a benefit, as Jiraiya simply says. If he can control this curse, maybe some way, shape, or form, just control it, have a little bit of control, this could benefit the Leaf a lot. I'm not gonna allow it, Jiraiya. Forget it. I strive beside. Think about it, Sensei. Kakashi, how's he doing in his training? Well, Jiraiya-sama. That's good. Keep an eye on him. I was giving him the new counter seals. I adjusted the seals to one you sent me. Do what I saw earlier. If this pops on his head whenever, he's about to change. Or when the fox's chakra comes in. Or he uses both. As Kakashi simply shunts it away, as he would look at it and try to look at Sarutobi as simply saying, so Minato's coming back for the training exams? Yes, along with Kushin and the other three. Can't wait to see the little Gakis again. It's been a while. How do you think he's gonna react? To be honest, I would hide him. They want to see him. They really do. After Uzumaki clan was completely destroyed for the Second War, I'm glad that they survived. And now they're back as usual. But there's still some trouble. And what about good old Not Uzumaki, Kushina's father. Yes, I know. I got a deal with him. It's even bigger trouble. Because not gonna get the end of it when they find out. And especially when he finds out too. You know how Naruto can get. He's a very emotional person. Yes, makes it a lot more harder harder when it comes down to try to control the Nine Tails. Or it's easier whenever he gets angry. The double-edged sword now. It was always a double-edged sword, Naruto. Now it's a bigger risk that I have to be more careful of. Because one thing can just make him snap. One small thing. With this new features, and this also gives him a more animalistic look at things. This could make things that seem harmless, but in an animal's eyes, some things might not seem harmless in an animal's eyes. That's why I'm worried about things. Is it really safe to bring him back to the village? Should I separate him? No, he needs the human contact. He needs friends. That's why I simply asked you to take care of him originally, but you failed at that. I know. Maybe I should have let Gaku adopted him originally. You know how the Sharingan works. It's not copying. We all know it's never been the copy wheel. And the copy wheel, yes, it can copy, but it's actually known to control others. Yeah, controlling. We all know that. That's also an S-rank secret too. The Sharingan is not this copy wheel. It can also control. Do you think it could work if you just... I'm not gonna make the Uchiha control Naruto whenever he gets in that stage. That's too much of a risk as well. As Jiraiya was to say, you gotta do something before that Warhawk gets a hold of it. And especially if he hears about this curse can be transferred to somebody else. Especially, I gotta worry about Danzo now. Because if he hears about this curse, it's gonna be even bigger problem than before. Yeah, bigger problem. We have to keep it under wraps as much as possible. Tell the Shinobi clans. Tell them the Shinobi clans in a meeting. But the civilians must not know about this. If they know that Naruto can transform into this beast and it can be transferred to another person, they're gonna want him dead. Yeah, more than dead. Dismantled. As Jiraiya used to say, I'm gonna go do some research. Good old ladies. But I'm gonna keep an eye on the blonde too. See Sensei, as Jiraiya would simply disappear. Along with Hiruzen looking back towards the student, sighing as only one thing can help. He needs to bring back Tsunade. If she can somehow see and maybe make a cure, or by using Naruto's blood, that can help Anbu. As Anbu will be summoned, I want you to make a 5-man team. Your task, bring in Tsunade by her Hokage. Her Hokage summons her back to the village. And if you must use force, do it. As Yambo would not, yes, Hokage-sama. At disappearing as 5 Anbu would leave to go find Tsunade. As Hiruzen would sigh as finding this a problem. Looking back to see the village, I wonder, if you were here, Minato, what would you do with your son? As now wondering the biggest question of all, how would Naruto react to his family? As the weeks would go on, a few weeks would go on, Team Senno's training would go on very well. Things would have to be a bit more interesting. Sakura had her mind wiped by Inuichi. Yamanaka, Ino's father, it was an easy task. But you know, there was a second personality within the girl. He didn't say anything about it, but I just thought it was a Haruno type of thing. As the blonde continued to train, Takashi would appear, simply saying, "Alright, guys, I have a few things for you all." As they would all turn to see Kakashi, as simply he'll give up 3 slips. As Sasuke would look as seeing and smiling cockily, as the blonde would look as looking wondering, very worriedly at the slip of paper, as simply saying, "The tuning exams?" The blonde says. "Yep." Kakashi Sensei, "You think you can actually do this?" Sakura says simply, as she'll be kind of scared. She heard of the tuning exams going around now, and it's going to be one of the worst tests that ever created by the shinobi. Like, a lot of people get killed. Yes, but it's also needed for the village to show that if you are actually tuning material. I'm sure, like, one of you want to, get to the tuning level. "Yeah, Kakashi Sensei, I'd love to," the blonde says in a very fake smile. Kakashi can completely see right through the smile, seeing the worry in the blonde's eyes. Sasuke was to say, "About time." As he's about to leave his Sakura, say, "Sasuke, where are you going?" "I'm gonna go rest." As going off so Sakura speak off to follow him. As the blonde will see Sakura leave the area, looking towards him, "Kachi Sensei, I don't think I should do the tuning exams." "Why?" As Kachi Sensei says, "You know about my new condition with the curse. Naruto, you shouldn't be worried about that right now." "I have the right to be worried. I noticed some changes within me. Shifts. I've been seeing things differently. I can't help it. Sometimes I look to see one villager looking at me, and all I see is a threat, and I'm about to do something, but then I stop, and I realize it's just a harmless person just minding his own business. I'm finding it really hard to control myself, Kakashi Sensei. I can't help it." As Kakashi looked towards the blonde and simply saying, "Maybe what you need to do is breathe. I've been doing that. It's not helping. And stress also can trigger the effect. Do you know how many times over the few weeks after hearing about this curse, I'm stressed out, and it also triggers the curse. There's a few times where I almost completely shifted right in front of everyone. It's not funny," the blonde says. As Akashi really wondered if his grand plan idea was actually a really good idea to begin with. The blonde had some right points. He was right on some occasions. "Naruto, remember, before you knew this curse was even around, you were holding it back. And for 13 long years of your life, you were holding back the Nine Tails itself from ever escaping and destroying the village. Your willpower fuels that seal. Do you know that?" "It does," the blonde says. "Yes, when you give in and you allow doubt to surround your mind, that seal weakens, and it gives the fox a chance to escape. So Naruto, head up high, keep straight, and look at your goal. What is your goal? To become the Hokage. And moping around and sulking so I can get you to become the Hokage?" "No," the boss says. "Find your strength within and become the Hokage that you want to be. Training, hard work is going to become the only way that you can become a Hokage, and some little faith as well. Have some faith in yourself, Naruto. If you give in, it's all over for us. Can't let that curse nor the Nine Tails to bring you down. I have faith in you, Naruto. You know that?" The blonde looked at Takashi and said, "You do?" "Yeah. I couldn't hold back the fox, even on my best days. But you you've been doing it for 13 years. Almost 14. Naruto. You've been doing this over a decade and a half. You can do this. And Sakashi smiled at him, giving him an eye smile. The blonde smiles as well, giving a true smile finally. The blonde say, yeah, I can. I got this. Alright. I got this. As the blonde will say, I'll beat these tuning exams, and I'll become tuning, and step closer to become Hokage. And I'll show this village I'm actually somebody, not just some freak or beast. Alright, see Sensei, as the blonde disappeared, leaving the area. Kashi with eye smile, seeing this. Is now looking around disappearing in the Shunshin. As appearing next to Jiraiya, as Jiraiya would say, good job. He gave the kids courage. It was needed. The steel does feel on his willpower. Yes, it does. If he keeps with that willpower, he might just hold back the curse for long enough to find a cure. You're thinking about trying to weaponize the curse so it can be used for Naruto. Yeah. Thinking about it. Through all this, I've been looking into my spy network. They found some little things of the werewolf curse. Oh, you found like telltale legends and stuff. Nobody's ever mastered the curse. And I think he's gonna be the first. I believe so. Naruto, we just need to learn how to help him gain control of it. Just like I need help him to gain control of the ninth chakra. As Jiraiya simply disappeared in Shunshin, as Kakashi would wonder if it was actually able to control this curse. It works differently, but hoping so. The blonde would stop as now, after a few weeks passing of training, it was a day. There's one more few hours. We're finally waking up early as pulling out a good diet of breakfast. Looking at himself through the mirror, simply smiling. But the blonde remembered. He saw it. He could see his reflection a lot of times. Even his shadow. Looking down to see his shadow was the shadow of a wolf. A very monstrous creature. But looking down at it and glaring at it, I'm not going to turn it to you. Wanna know why? Because I'm going to become the Hokage. And I will never give in. Not to you, nor the fuzzball. As the blonde would head out, opening his door, is heading out, locking the door, and just jumping into the village to find his team. As the blonde would smile, seeing them all. Seeing Team 7, hey, how's it going, Sakura-chan? Sakura looked at Naruto, saying, Naruto, you're here. As this is when you see, make eye contact with Sasuke. Sasuke? As usual, same damn answer. As Kakashi would be right beside him. Yo, how's it going? Kakashi-sensei, you're actually early. What? You think I can't be early? No, Sakura simply. You're never early. Well, it's for your first training exams. I gotta be early at least. Make a good impression of my students. And I don't think it's a bit late for that, Kakashi-sensei. Oh, my cute little getting. That hurts. The two, Sakura and Naruto, look at each other, wondering if he was actually mental. Alright, you know where to go for the exams, right? Just do a nod as understanding. Alright, I'll see you on the other side. As the gentleman disappeared in the Shunshin. Simply wondering as the blonde will say, well, I guess it's that time. As turning up and needing to follow the Uchiha make his way towards the area. Remembering what happened yesterday with the new people that he met, that Gaara kid, he freaked him out. So thinking about Gaara just put him on edge. Maybe those wolf senses of his, that definitely the wolf thing. Ugh. I stopped being at the academy, finally. Here it is. As there to go to see a lot of tunings, a lot of gettings, not tunings, everywhere. The blonde looked around to see a lot of tunings. Just kidding, I call them tunings again, gettings. As they would go up to the floor they needed to be, but stopped and the blonde sniffed the air. The blonde stopped and looked around. I smell genjutsu here. And Sasuke would turn towards the blonde saying, how can you smell genjutsu? I don't know, the blonde says. My senses has been heightened. I can smell chakra. It has a whiff, a faint whiff. Like, I don't know. It has a particular smell, but I'm not sure how to tell you. It's a sweet fragrance, but sometimes burning or dirty or moist, you know? Right. There's chakra that you to everyone. You know, whenever you release, your body releases chakra, but it's small. Yeah, I can smell it. So you can smell the nature to everyone else. I guess. But that's a genjutsu right there. As Hasan is with the blurred out, the blonde put his hand on the shoulder, saying, maybe it's not best to reveal it to genjutsu, the blonde says. Who are you to tell me what you dope? No offense, Sasuke. I think there's a reason why there's a genjutsu there in the first place. As Sasuke would glare at the dope, and Huri asked again. As Sakura would say, think about it, Sasuke. Naruto could be right, you know. There's a genjutsu. Why put a genjutsu here, and it's only second level? The Sasuke would growl. As now thinking about it, really. If this is second level, why put the genjutsu on the second level? Unless, as he looked back to see all the gettings just crowding around, asking the two other gettings, as they simply screw to tell them to screw off. It's a decoy, Sasuke says simply. They're testing us. This is all a test. But it hasn't even begun, the blonde says simply. Think about it. You're right, Dobe. There is a reason why there's a genjutsu here. They're testing us if we know if this is the second floor or not. To know if we notice. The little things can be one of the biggest things that can get us killed on missions, correct? The blonde would simply scratch his head. I guess. So if this is a decoy, we're on the second floor, then the third floor must be where we're supposed to be. If they can't see it, then they can't be tuning, so they gotta be trained better. Best not to tell everyone. And Sasuke will simply turn around and walk away, but simply seeing a guy with a beige like jacket as his Dojutsu would be activated. As simply he would say, huh, how pitiful. Fate cannot be tested. This, as he just says out loud, is a genjutsu. We're on the second level. Let's go. As the blonde would find it irritating, he just told him this is a genjutsu. Sasuke was just shrugging this off, finding it now something stupid, but hey, it brings more challengers. As most of the gangs would head towards the third floor, arriving. Once they arrived, they saw, the gettings there. Seeing the sand team, the sand gettings there already. Shivering seeing the red-headed boy. Ugh. As a screech was heard, as simply the voice would say, Sasuke! As crashing into the Chiha, looking aside to see Ino, the Yamanaka. Goody. Just what he needs. His ears to bleed. Ugh. God damn it. The blonde would see Shikamaru and Choji. Hey guys, how's it going? I guess it's fine, but it's a drag. I told you to continue munching chips. Huh. So you guys made it here. Turning around to see Kiba. The smell of dog would be, I don't know. With, damn Kiba, you smell. I smell, Kiba says. How do you know I smell? I don't know, you smell like wet dog. Kiba will growl seeing this, and you smell like a wolf. But you mostly smell like fox still. Shit, if he can smell the curse. The blonde says, I guess. The blonde looked to see Hinata and saying, hey Nada, the girl would eep. That is, the blonde one would kind of feel bad for what he said not long ago. But as most of the Konoha 12 would be here, the blonde would pause as something would catch his eye. A red-headed boy with a swirl of a whirlpool in it, similar to his headband and his jumpsuit. The back of the jumpsuit, walking towards the red-headed boy and simply saying, who are you? The blonde says. I haven't seen that sign before. The red-headed boy would turn towards him saying, who are you? I'm Naruto, the blonde says. Naruto Uzumaki, who are you? His eyes widen hearing this. Naruto Uzumaki. You're Uzumaki? As saying simply, yeah, what about it? Huh. My name is Menmo Uzumaki. Huh? The blonde says. You're Uzumaki too? How? The blonde says, explain. My full name is Menmo Uzumaki Namikaze. Namikaze? Where have I heard that? Namikaze? Wait, you're not the